So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom and this is the wonderfully named Fail Bunny QQ. Don't you wish that you redid your name? I mean, I know you can pay to change your wargaming name, but then I'm known as Gamer Dom and I don't know. Anyway, but Fail Bunny, what a great name. Anyway, so I'm assuming Fail is on the North American server because he is driving for us today the AMX M4 49. The French Tier 8 premium heavy tank, and you know that he's on North American server, or maybe Southeast Asia server, I'm not entirely sure, but you know he's not on the European server because he doesn't have to have it in the stupid colours that the Liberté comes in. So this is the Liberté in sensible camo. Well, I say sensible, it's a bit of a weird, anyway, whatever, it's his choice. He's on a Tier 9 game, he's on steps, so he's got pretty good matchmaking, and this French heavy is absolute beastie when you get to know what to do with it. It's got some of the thickest frontal armour of any Tier 8 tanks. Has a couple of weak spots, which people have started to learn, but boy can you do some damage, and boy can you soak up some damage in this thing. So it's come down to the heavy corner, and there's a lot of heavies down there. There's a KV5, there's a LERV, there's an IS6, there's a T29, there's a Patriot there. Ooh, nice shot under the LERV. LERV's coming far too far forward. He's showing a bit too much of his lower plate, and the LERV has been buffed considerably, but that lower plate is still very, very weak to this French gun. And look at that. So, Bunny is, I'm going to say Bunny, is that too familiar? Bunny is taking shots left, right and centre, none of which so far have penetrated, and he's laying down some seriously good shooting on these boys that are coming forward. That LERV still is showing too much of his lower plate. KV5's trying to use premium, but no joy there. The Patriot's bouncy shots, oh, can he track? No, he tried to track the KV5, but unfortunately didn't manage to do so, which is unfortunate. What is that IS6 and the 110 doing up above us? Wow. T29, shots coming in everywhere. Can he get a shot on the rear of the IS6? No, he can't, but the LERV's sitting there, and he's just tracked him again in the same position. Do not know what these guys were thinking of climbing up onto the hill like that. It's just... There he goes, finally been tracked, but he repairs because he wants that LERV. Working that guy up. Look at the shells bouncing. He's taken 11 shots so far, no damage apart from track damage. There's the Patriot, couldn't manage to penetrate. I think that's his first missed shot. Hasn't penetrated. Well, he did bounce that one off the did bounce it off the KV5's tracks, I suppose, earlier. Now there's a T10 out there, and he still can't get through the front of this French beast. I mean, it's just so weird, isn't it? French tanks have, most of their heavy tanks are not really heavies, they're auto-loading mediums that are a bit bigger and fatter than normal ones. And look at that, KV5's down. This thing, massive amounts of frontal armour, and he's blocked 3,700 already. He's done 2,800, 4,000 he's blocked, and he's moving forward. He's had enough of sitting back. He's going to get in their faces, and look, he's doing this virtually single-handedly. He's got some support, but they're way back, and he's the one facing these guys. So it's 1 on 3 here. T10, oh, unlucky, just shot rode up and hit the T10 on the top of this turret. T10, are you seriously going to come forward and show your lower plate? Looks like he is. There we go, another 300 hit. T29's come round. Still can't penetrate the front of the M4. And his teammates are saying, come back, but why would you? He's having an absolute ball here. He's bouncing shells, he's giving out damage. This thing, when you get in this side. Now, the weak spot of this tank is its side armour. There goes the T29. And the good thing about those guys behind him is that they're stopping the enemy getting into his side armour. Side armour is weak as they come. Also, those flats, you see the sort of flat bits over to the side of the tank. Oh, he finally takes a penetrating, in fact he takes 2 penetrating hits. One from the T10, which was 471 damage, and a small hit from the KV13. Now is he going face hugging? Looks like he was thinking about it. Takes another big hit this time, and maybe got a bit carried away here. Nice shot into the front of the T10. T10's obviously got some idea where to shoot him. There we go again. Mind you, the T10 has some seriously good. So where's he being hit? I can't see now. It looks like he's being hit at the front. Yeah, look, right through the front plate. Wow, the T10 has such a seriously good gun. Now aim for the commander's hatch. Can he get it through there? Yes, he can. Now you keep wiggling your turret. That's what he's doing, because the weak spot on the M4 is the commander's hatch. There you go. And he absolutely owned him. So look at the wreckage he's caused round here. Absolute beauty. He did the job, and he did a fantastic job. And the enemy team have just been cleaned up, and it's a win. Nice, good win. Fantastic. So what a win it was. I mean, Bunny said in his email, this is so OP, even I can master it. Well, I'm not sure about that, mate. You seem to know how to angle beautifully, bounce shots. Any time when you got a bit in trouble was when you went a bit balls deep into the T10 at the end there. That's got a really powerful gun, and it's a tier 9 heavy tank after all. So, but up to that point, fantastic, really, really good, and you know, deservedly aced this. You got Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, Fire for Effect, Shell-Proof, Cool-Headed, Spartan, Steel Wall, and High Caliber. Lovely selection of badges there. Finished, unsurprisingly, let's just bring that up, completely top by quite a distance. 4,887 damage, 4 kills, 1,632 base XP. 26 shots fired, 24 of them hit, and 18 of them penned. Don't think he fired any premium, certainly don't remember it, so you know you're onto a good game then. 4,800 damage. As we know, he took 26 hits, only 4 of which penned him. That 200 plus sloped armor is just brilliant when you can get it in that scenario. And I know myself, I bounced E100s in this thing frontally, admittedly when they're firing AP, but even so, 22 shots blocked for a massive 6,595 block damage. Wowza, wowza. That would have been enough to do some of the early heavy tank missions. That and the damage inflicted. He, look at the credit generation. 143,976 credits. Wow. Used quite, he must have been running some kind of consumable, but still made an amazing profit. 102,849. Even if he hadn't been running a premium, that would have been just shy of 55,000. And experience wise, 2,448, plus he was running some personal reserves, which gave him same again, plus the premium bonus gave him a whopping 5,141 for his French heavy tank crew. Really impressive. Still would have been 2,400 if he hadn't been running premium. Beautiful game, well played, Bunny. Really appreciate you sending that one in. Just shows how good that tank is. And I really hate you because you've got a tank without that horrible Liberté colour scheme, and I want that one. I wanted that one. I'm stuck because they wouldn't sell it in Europe. Bastards. Anyway, thanks for sending that one in, mate. Really appreciate it, and great game. So this is ShootAndScoot, who you probably recognise from a number of games that I tend to play with Shoot. He's in the tier 10 French auto-loading artillery, the BatChat 15558. He loves this artillery. Yeah, I know, you can judge him for that. However, this isn't the easiest map in the world. Never really good to be in a city map, and he's on Stalingrad here. He's platooned up with DG69, who's also in the same BatChat artillery, and half the teams are tier 10s, and there's quite a lot of quite heavy vehicles out there, also quite a lot of artillery. So he's starting by heading out towards the beach area, which is generally where artillery sit. There's two places artillery tend to sit here. It's somewhere around the 7-8 on the A7 or 8 line, and sometime sort of where that IS-7 is going over there on the B line, B2, B1 sort of areas where they tend to sit. So both him and DG have come over here. They're aiming straight down this road, seeing what kind of mischief they can cause. The BatChat artillery is fantastic for the fact it has this 4-shell magazine. However, the problem is then, of course, the reload is god-awful. But he's lining up this Jagdpanzer E100, almost loaded, shell in the air, and it hits the rock in front. Second shell. This time the guy moves, inconsiderate that he is. So he's fired 2 shells, missed with both. Third shell gets a hit, and he sets the E100 on fire. He puts his fire out, so that's good. He's launched another shell. Can he get lucky? No, he can't. He's going to have to move now because he's sort of in a reload phase, and the problem with this tank, the reload of it, is god-awful. He can sit there for, I can't remember what it is, about 30 seconds, something like that, to reload this gun and its clip. So you have to make the most of every shell you can, and you can see, oh my goodness, look at his team have completely capitulated on the 1-2-3 line, and his team have completely won the 7-8-9 line. So the beauty again of this BatChat artillery is it has mobility, and he's rushing along the railway track here, getting away from all those heavy tanks that are going to come marauding into his cap. Going to try and presumably going to try and set up a position where he can provide any kind of support. It looks like the T-49's going back. So is the WZ-111-14, and they're all going back, and you can see the enemy, rather than capping, are coming back as well, as they have to, because there's 3 of Shoot's teammates in the cap, so they need to get back and try and reset. One has come out the cap. Why do they always do that? Anyway, so Shoot and DG have come all the way down to the enemy side of the map. It's 6-all on the game. Enemies still have a huge advantage in terms of heavy tanks, and also in hit points. Actually, no, they don't have any hit points. Sorry, I lied. But they have it definitely in heavy tanks. Oh, and Shoot has been spotted by this AMX, who's come shooting in. Where is he? Where is he coming? Get ready for this, Shoot. Does the AMX know he's there? Must do. He was spotted, so locked onto him. And the AMX is thinking, oh my goodness, I've got a BatChat artillery who is just absolutely wrecked. And there we go. DG takes him down, and there's a Scorpion at the back there, so they need to move. They need to get out of this district quick. There's a Scorpion G coming. That AMX was in real trouble there. He came in, didn't realise that there were 2 auto-loading artillery sitting there, and although he was an auto-loader, he had no chance. Can he get the Scorpion? Misses the Scorpion, oh my word, but DG doesn't, but only splashes him. Oh! The Scorpion tried to back away, get away from Shoot, but ended up ramming into the dead corpse of the AMX there, and as a result couldn't get away, and Shoot put a round straight through his side, killing him. Scorpion G, as we know, does not have much armour, and so a big shell like this going straight through your side is not going to mean your crew have a very good day. And Shoot's doing a very good job here. He's reloading, but he's sort of poking like he wants to have a go at that WZ, just to keep him interested. And sometimes this is a trick people with autoloaders do a lot. They'll keep poking, make it look like they're loaded even when they're reloading, just to disturb. If the enemy realise you're not loaded, then they may just charge you. Now in this case, this guy's got enough other things to worry about, as he's being molested by a 704 and also by those 2 light tanks. So Shoot's now pretty much loaded, taking aim towards that IS-7. Can he get a shot on the IS-7? It's a problem now, he's away from the beach area, and it's really hard to find lines of fire in artillery when you're in a city like this. Can he get a shot? Oh, no, can't. Mind you, if that I7 decides to move back, could be very useful. As always, the Battlefield mod, the Battlefield Assistant mod, seems to go a bit weird when you're in the replay. I don't know why that is. It looks like you're at 10, million miles away when actually you can zoom right in. So it looks like this IS-7 is in real trouble. He's got light tanks behind him, and he's got a Leopard PTA in front, and there's the enemy artillery, or one of them anyway. Shoots lining up the shell. Oh, and it lands short again. He's not been lucky with those shells landing short. That one just tracks the HMC, but DG takes him down. There's a Scorpion. Oh, that's a shame. He would have had a really nice shot there if the Scorpion had just sat it out for a minute, but he wouldn't do it. So, looks like Shoot's strapping on his man pants and he's moving forward. There's only that grill and enemy artillery left. The grill's a very good player, and that's a very good vehicle. However, it is quite soft and squishy, and therefore the artillery and also that Object 704 can be a real threat to him. There's the grill, and he's in an arty safe position, wouldn't you know it? So it looks like DG's staying back to provide regular fire support, and Shoot's moving forward to see what he can do. Get different angles, get different shot potentials. There's the enemy artillery. Can he hit him? He's got a chance. Come on, aim in, aim in, aim in, aim in. Fully aimed. Shell in the air. And hit. Good job. French artillery tends to be very accurate, just doesn't have much splash damage. There goes our Spic, taken down by the Grilly. And the Grill's doing a fabulous job of keeping away from any kind of artillery, because he knows that it'll be history if he gets caught by, well, either of these BatChat artilleries can rip him a new one, but it doesn't do him any good because the 704 gets him instead. There you go. So you can almost imagine the thought process going through that light tank's mind as he came flying down that flank thinking, I've got the artillery, I've got the artillery. Oh my goodness, there's two auto-loading French artillery sitting there, both looking at me. And he thought he got away, was only blasted by Shoot and tracked, but the other guy, DG, took him out instead. So that was a first class. He got Bruiser, finished top on his team. No, he didn't. Second on his team on base XP. 3,090 damage, 3 kills, 849 base XP. DG did 1,700 damage and got a kill for 630 base XP. I think, who was it? WZ in the middle of the game was complaining about artillery. Well, I think they did a reasonable job, guy. It's always the case, isn't it? We all do it. We all moan about how bad certain players are, and then because we just don't know what they're up to. And actually, the artillery was doing pretty good considering that was a city map. So 11 shots fired, hit with 5, did damage with those 5 for 3,000 damage. And it was 48,500 credits after costs. 36,000, which isn't too bad with a premium account, would have been just shy of 20,000 without a premium. And he made 1,500 experience for his crew, would have been just over 1,000 in a non-premium account. So there you go, quick tier 10 RT action, because I know how you love your RT, you dirty people. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click like, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, please, with cherries on top. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun. Remember, it's just a damn game, and try not to take it too seriously. And I'll see you again soon. Gamer Dom, out.